It's time to get spooky in LEGO 2K Drive here on the PlayStation 5. I have an affinity for Halloween things, so when I saw that this was part of LEGO 2K Drive, I'm like, yup, that's the one I'm going to go after. This is a random cup that I think I was qualifying for the final round of this racing championship I was part of, so I'm using the stock gear and everything else that you've seen me use in other videos. I don't have, like, the full game yet, so I don't have, like, all the customization features and stuff. Eventually, when I actually have the code for the game and I'm playing it, like, here in my office, then yeah, I'll show you my car and stuff. My name is Brian Saviano, Bricks O'Brien. So this is the game. This is like what you would play if you're playing with a bunch of other people. You don't feel like exploring around Bricklandia because you're like, whatever. But now you can participate in the races as much as you'd like, and you're really seeing that. Yeah, it's going from ATV to the proper tracks to a boat all instantaneously. So it's like a seamless transition as well. You're not like having to stall or wait or anything, which is really cool. And this is me kind of laser focusing in, making sure that I'm, getting acquainted with the controls and whatnot. Like I've said in a bunch of videos before, I played the game, so I'm not playing it right here, right this second. I'm just showing you what it's all about for the sake of it. But what the really interesting thing about this game is the shortcuts. That typically, in anything like a Mario Kart or Diddy Kong Racing, there's typically like a really linear path on how to go one place or another, or if anything, there's just like a small segment that you can like evade the main course if you really wanted to. But here, you could avoid entire sections of the track if you really felt like it. And so that's what I was discovering as I was going through here. Some things are more difficult than others, and I normally... I never bother with the shortcuts in Mario Kart because you always need, like, a mushroom for them, or they don't actually end up being as, productive as you think they would be. But here, like, the shortcuts actually mean something, and you can really outsmart the computer. This is an interesting one right here. This... that one. So I was wondering where in my footage I had that. But it was here... that it's literally like you're traveling through time like a DeLorean. So I went from like 8th place or whatever right there to 1st. And so that would have been very helpful in the tournament. Well, that's kind of what this was here. But it would have been helpful in like the championship tournament. I don't know how it's decided, but it even still balanced out by having that rickety like turn wheel thing. What's that called? The thing. The water wheel. The water wheel's added to your boat. And the only way you can seemingly avoid it is if you're jumping and using boost to go from one thing to another. I guess that's the way to do it. So, I don't know. I was still figuring things out as time went on here. But yeah, this is Hauntsboro. I'm competing against a bunch of other people here. Is it worth it for me to zoom past through? Yeah, let's do this. As you can see, we take a little bit of time in between each race to, do whatever. This is high stakes. I'll lower myself. This is smaller. Bit smaller down here. But I love the Halloween spooky aesthetic. I always have, especially with, like, Luigi's Mansion and playing that around Halloween time. So having this be the backdrop is really cool. You're also seeing that there's, like, Lego and non-Lego elements as well. So this area for Hauntsboro is the area I've explored the least besides the final area, at least as far as I know. I've gotten to go to Turbo Acres, Big Butte, Prospecto Valley, and Hauntsboro, and I believe there's one more that either they don't have ready yet or I just haven't gotten access to. And with this, I was really looking around and trying to find out if I could go to the big giant castle up in the background there, and you can. You can. That is all explorable, so that's pretty cool. I keep getting trapped by these spiders, and I totally got wigged out right there. Tossed to the curb and whatnot. But you can see that I was trying right there. I was trying to get through one little... I saw it, but my brain didn't process taking that turn possibly quite yet. It took me an extra second there, but I think I get it in the next couple of laps here. So, yeah, it's the same abilities that you've seen in the past couple of videos that I've done in case you haven't seen any of the videos. Yeah, you have like a ghost invisibility ability. This one is based off of like Boo from Mario Kart. I'm just going to basically draw all the connections I can to Mario Kart since this game has literally been out for over 10 years, which is kind of crazy that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or 8 has been out for 10 years. So I'm just going to draw comparisons to that. I don't know. I don't know if, like, 2K likes me doing that. Obviously, they flew me out to Legoland, New York, and doing, you know. So, all my opinions are my own and stuff. But I don't know if they like me comparing this to Mario Kart. It's probably fine, right? There's nothing I saw in my contract that was like, you must not speak of Mario Kart in any way. You need to pretend it doesn't exist. All right? I'm pretty sure that's not the case. And even if it is, whoops. So, I didn't customize any of my cars. I kind of wish I did for the sake of doing videos here, but also, like, the character kart customizer. No, it's the car customizer. I don't even know if you can customize your character. But everything is so in-depth that I didn't feel like wasting time doing that. I just wanted to get into gameplay and showcase that for all of you, so... And I mostly just wanted to play it. Like, when I get into a creative zone like that, I kind of zone out and I want to, like, focus on stuff. So, that's fine. Lots of straightaways in this one here. This is one of those that, like, it's all one course, which works out really well. This ability right here, the one where you're shooting out all the what are basically fireworks, this is Bozo move right here. You see me doing that? They should have made the wall just low enough that if I bunny hop accordingly, I can hop right over that. But instead, it's like a very interestingly placed wall right there that you can't jump over. And you can see there's actually nobody driving the car. I don't know how that works. Maybe it's because I lost enough pieces and then it's like, oh yeah, you're a haunted car now. I actually showcased it, I think in a different video. Hopefully I can actually put it somewhere. But you can customize your car without having anybody in your car. So, like, you can not have a minifigure in, like, the main build of your car. You can have it just be, like, the frame of the car, and you're good to go. So, you could have literally, like, a haunted hearse and drive that around in the Hauntsboro track or whatever. As I'm going through here, I'll give you a sneak peek. I'm not going to mention this in my regular playthrough videos quite yet. I'm just going to, you know, do it. But one of the things I want to do really, really nicely. Let me see if I can fast forward through here. I should have edited this afterward, but it's fine. This one is Spider Pout, Hollows. I don't know. There's spiders. So if you don't like spiders, I don't blame you, but also be weary. There's spiders everywhere. They're very cute and cuddly spiders that will probably not put you into a web and a cocoon for later to eat. I don't know. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. It's a Lego game, so I'm assuming no. But what I want to do, here's what I want to do for my my cart, okay? My heater's off? Yeah, my heater's off. It's like May, and I have the heat on, but the window... Anyways. So, I want to make one loadout for my character. Just one. Just one. So that way there's one unique thing for a track, the off-roading, and for the boat, okay? So I mentioned before, I couldn't share any pictures. I couldn't take any pictures because it was in a locked room in the middle of nowhere. I couldn't do anything. But I made a car, like the car on the road, that was a cheese slice. And it had mice all over it because obviously, if you followed my stuff for any period of time, you'll see that, yeah, the mice are here, there, and everywhere. They have invaded my office for, unfortunately, many years now. They have since graduated from Yale and have gotten their postdoctorate degree at the University of Vermont. It's kind of impressive. And I wanted to pay homage to them by making a cheese car. So that would have been the car, but then I was thinking that if I do the mouse for the ATV, and then I do a third thing for the boat. So right now, in this section right here, the car would be the mouse as an ATV. So like the off-roading, like either the cheese slice or the mouse could be interchangeable. I like the idea of the cheese car being the main car that I have, right? So the mouse would be the one that's on the off-roading. But for the water, I don't know what to do. So if you've made it this far in this video, let me know by any means of the internet. I have the mouse for the off-roading, the cheese for the regular road. What do I put that is mouse-related for the boat? Because mice don't, mice definitely don't swim. They 100% don't swim. So, like, what do I do for a mouse-related boat or car or, no, a mouse-related vehicle that I could put on the water thing? You know what I mean? Like, what could I possibly do? Like, I don't know. I haven't thought of anything specifically. I haven't dedicated the brain energy to it. So if you have, I'm not saying that you know need to dedicate your energy for it. But if you think of something, there you go. This is a grand brick arena for Hauntsboro. So this is like right up near the castle here. So I mentioned before, yes, you can go right up to the castle. I haven't got a chance to go inside. I don't know if you can go inside. But it looks like you can, especially just judging from this right here. With this course, I love how the bats move. By the way, I think this has some of the best movement of any of the Lego games, the way the characters are moving and stuff, because in the other games, like, you know, Lego Star Wars and all that, they kind of bend the Lego figures in a weird way that doesn't make sense for Lego, but they're moving like the bats and the horses and stuff in like how you would play with them, which is kind of like how the Lego movie was too, you know? There was a little bit of that like bending of the figure, but it wasn't like, I don't know, too much. It wasn't too much, where I feel like some other games it's been like a little bit too much. So this works out really well. I somehow got a double jump. I don't know how I got that. So that's a thing. I don't know. Basically, this entire game and me experiencing it has been like, oh, I'll figure it out as time goes on. So whatever. This one was the most intense of any of the races, even though, like, I had a pretty solid lead throughout the entirety of this, and this is a qualifying round, by the way. So if I win this, then I go to the finals, which I end up, spoiler alert, going to the finals. But this one was the most intense because you know, there's this guy right here, which is not that is not another racer, that is a computer. You can kind of see, let me move this for a second. You can see the standings right here. So technically third place right here is a human player. I don't know where my buddy Brick and Nick was at throughout the entire time here, but we were hoping that it'd be him and I going to the finals, but no, it ended up being just one person from the group, and it ended up being me. So back in the beginning of this lap right here, you could see that you could like jump over and go to like the actual castle and go through the lobby and stuff. I never managed to get over there. I didn't time it out properly, so yeah. I have a habit of jumping a lot. I don't know if that's pro gamer moves. I don't know if you move faster in the air, in the water. I have no idea. So, again, I'm still figuring it out. Like right there, you saw like the gators doing a lot of this, right? It's not like the gator is like surfing around and then bending its mouth. It feels very Lego-y. So I like that. I like that aspect of it, and hopefully you do too. The colors, especially in the underground here, are really spicy. But yeah, this ability stinks. This one, I don't know what gives that ability. Like, I don't think I've ever gotten that in like, maybe I haven't placed low enough because I'm just that pro gamer, but I haven't been able to get that power up and give it to whoever. It kind of seems like I try right here to jump, right? There's no way. Like, you can't, like, you have to get a boosting head start and jump off of that ramp and then go. But I just didn't pull it off. I was too focused on winning to do that. But maybe that's an ability you get when you're in last place. It might be the equivalent of like a Thunderbolt, you know, where instead of it making you super small, which I'm glad they didn't do this here because they don't want to shrink the pieces or whatever. So maybe that's the equivalent of that, and you have to be super far away. Wow, how did I get a double jump? I don't think I remember getting that in any other race, even in the finals, and I just don't remember doing that. And I really should have saved that. I should have saved that, but I don't think it ends up mattering because obviously I go to the next round and everything else. And I'm missing all these boosts right here, you know? I'm just not being pro gamer. But I like the jumping here because you can avoid like the toxic pools and stuff, you know? You know how sometimes in Mario Kart you see like you get hit by something and you feel like you're destined to hit the banana or the shell or anything. There's nothing you can do about it. Like, it seems like in this game you can do pretty much anything you can to avoid whatever the thing is, so that's pretty cool. But I finished first in the Hauntsboro Cup overall. I move on to the finals and get to play more LEGO 2K Drive. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again for more Hauntsboro racing and much more very soon, all right? Bye.